I've had a visit from my home healthcare nurse this morning. Navy was her name. I think she's only visiting me once, and then Astrid will be taking over. She's my regular home healthcare nurse in the aftercare program that happens as part of my insurance plan. One of the few good things about that insurance plan, must I say. And they have realized that because I've had so much treatment last year and the year before, that they thought, you know what, to make sure it doesn't get any more expensive, regardless if I go to the doctors or not, they've decided they want to send a home healthcare nurse to just check in on me, initially once a month, and now we've widened the gap a little bit to once every 3 months, and that's very nice. I have a really good relationship with her, and Astrid is currently off because she had a personal problem that prevents her from going to work, so she's taking some time off, and Navy was there once today, which is kind of groovy, and that was all right. I like that. Good to meet new people, and I can tell you that the good news is I'm in perfect health, as long as from what we can tell from breathing is normal, blood values are kind of normal, aside from the levothyroxine / synthroid T3, T4, TSH type stuff, and that's all been taken care of by Dr. Keller. And as I said, the CT scan is in the works, and meeting with my oncology is all in the works. So that's all, it's all good. But just a quick update on that. So it's kind of going in the right direction, I believe. So some other interesting things have happened recently, and they all occurred at the same time. And it's something that I hadn't quite anticipated, or didn't even know that that's how the internet works. But here's what happened. Whenever I buy stuff on Amazon, I usually write a short review about it. Sometimes I write a review that's really short, like, hey, that's great, or other times I do something that is a bit more elaborate. And the most recent thing I did, maybe like 4-6 weeks ago, something like that, is that I've compared 2 lapel microphones on Amazon. One of them I'm wearing right now, and it's only $15-16, but there were 2 versions, and I was excited. Well, I was interested to see which one is better. What's the difference? So I did a proper test, posted that on Amazon, and the company that make that microphone, Zafiro in China, they got in touch with me and said, hey, that was awesome. This is exactly what our customers need to hear. Like, rather than somebody writing about how a microphone sounds, like, of course that's not going to work. As a customer, you really want to hear that, and that's just hadn't really happened. So I posted a quick video on comparing these 2 microphones and how they work and all that. And Zafiro liked it and said, hey, how about we send you some microphones? You get to keep those for free, and you write a review about them. It's kind of borderline, is this really how it works? But yes, it is, I guess. And if you take it to the next level, then I understand you would be paid to write reviews. So it's an interesting thing. I've never had that happen, because I don't really see myself as somebody who has the power and influence over building other people's opinions. But as it turns out, that is exactly what people like I am called, allegedly, which was also new to me. I appear to be what's known as an influencer in industry circles. Obviously, the more people you can swing, the better it is for the company, and I guess the more incentives they will provide for you to do such things. But yes, it's one of those things that I didn't know that that's how it worked. I'm very, very naive when it comes to these things, and it appears like, could you drive, because we're all in a bit of a hurry here? Dude, it's always this part of the street, it's terrible. There we go, now we can all drive, can't we? Interesting, god damn it. So anyway, they sent me the microphones, and one of them I've reviewed, and I thought I'd be honest and say that this was a product that was given to me, but the review will be my own, and my opinion will be my own. It lasted about 3 or 4 days until some other dude posted a comment and said, yeah, you should be banned you know, it's terrible, you should be like banned. And I was tempted to say banned from what, Earth, or just, you know, the solar system, don't really know. Anyway, the review was taken down. I reworded it, mentioned that, you know, hey, it hasn't been given to me for free, just taking that bit out, and now the review is back up, which is great. And the company are happy. What I found interesting is that it spawned several other companies contacting me, so I don't really know how it works in China, but it looks like I'm now on a list of people who want to supply me with products and want me to test them. And it's an interesting thing for me, because on one hand, yeah, I could really do with some free gear, especially if it's useful to me. If perhaps maybe at one point GoPro will contact me and give me the latest GoPro cameras once a year for free. Now that would be cool, but I guess I don't have that much influence just yet. So at the moment it's confined to microphones and power banks, and that's very cool. I mean, I do like that. I like the power banks, and they usually work really well from the company that I've been getting them from. But then there's another company who's recently contacted me, and they said, could you test this product for us? And so I did that. It's a kind of a tripod with an iPhone holder and an external microphone at the top. And it's a nice kit, but sadly the microphone wasn't up to scratch. And I had to get back to them and say, look, I can't really give you more than 3 stars on this product, because it's just not good. I mean, it's, you know, it looks good and it feels as if it would be worth the money, but sadly it's just, I tested it outdoors with a bit of a gust of wind and it sounds terrible because it distorts, so the levels are too high. So it's something that can easily be fixed. And what I found interesting is that they agreed to that and said, yeah, okay, that's we hear you, man. It doesn't sound great, so please don't post that video. And we go, okay, cool, no problem. And now we're kind of in negotiations as to what kind of reimbursement are we talking about here, because I could just give the product back, but then I've still invested quite a lot of time and effort into putting that thing through the ringer. So, you know, anyway, so that's happened. Then somebody from a software company contacted me and said, hey, we'll give you a free software package here if you could do tutorials on that on your other channel. And I was thinking, really? That's awesome. So we are also in negotiations with what's going to happen there next. So I'll tell you more about it if the project comes off or if not. And, you know, what the ins and outs of that is. It's just a very new thing for me that people are eager for me to voice, I don't know, an opinion in their favor or something like this. It's not quite how it works, but do you know what I mean? It's kind of, I find it interesting that people find me and think, hey, this guy, he's got it going, man. So we'll see what happens next. Anyway, I'm gonna have to make this brief because I'm gonna have to go to work. So I will speak to you guys later. Will Jay get his first batch of the day just in time? Or will there be dire consequences? Let's find out in the next episode.